First things first, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we are going to be continuing the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy playthrough I've been doing on the channel. So just to go over one thing, I changed the settings since the last time we played. Instead of having everything on medium with the ray tracing on, I turned everything to high and turned ray tracing off to see if maybe it lags a little less. But if we're still lagging, we're going to probably switch it back to medium and leave the ray tracing off. Just go from there, so it's a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit less laggy. Unfortunately, this episode is going to be a little bit of a shorter one. I'm hoping for around 20-25 minutes because I'm recording this a little bit before we unfortunately get some weather where I live. So trying to get this done. But we have to meet Natty on Lower Hogsfield. It seems to me right now, just straight out the gate, that we... Oh, jeez. Crow. I don't have a broom. Do I have anything closer there to fast travel to? It doesn't look like... so we just straight running. We'd be running a while. That's all right. But yeah, hopefully we can still enjoy it. We gotta go meet Natty. Let me know if you've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, if you've been enjoying the game, or if you've been experiencing any issues. One issue that, so my wife got the game as well, but one issue she had been having is, so you know how you have different disk drives. We had actually downloaded the game to one that was designated almost no RAM out of the 16 gigabytes of RAM she has. So when she'd go to play it, it would just crash over and over again. So if you're experiencing a lot of crashes, maybe look into that. There's a way you can change how much RAM each thing that you're playing gets. So that seemed to have solved our issue, and basically nothing else did. So look into that, and leave a comment if it helps you. I think it's funny, like it wants me to run on a specific path to see things, maybe, but do that. I'm just gonna run the fastest way I can. That may just be through the woods. Yeah. I wish there was like a roll as soon as. Oh wait, did that work? Does that actually work? Is that a thing? No, it doesn't work. Like a way that so you can jump and then roll. What's up, Natty?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
Yeah,
I am well,
with the trolls.
but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Can't
I've
say.
never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently.
Yeah,
but
it's a little
whatever
strange.
the reason,
It's a little weird.
you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You
What'd you
displayed
realize?
such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow.
That's
Both
true.
of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true.
Let's do
but
it.
shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably, would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But
Let's
how?
investigate.
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
I know.
Be on
All
your
right.
guard.
It does seem like we're lagging less, just running around. There's not any like crazy lag spikes. So
How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
oh. All right. You guys ready to fight? I'm ready to fight.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research.
I will say I've been streaming this game as a Ravenclaw, and I'm picking like all the nice options. But when I'm playing through as the Hufflepuff, I'm picking like all the mean options because I think it's funny to just be like a mean Hufflepuff.
You can't be sick.
You leave her alone, guy.
Leave her alone.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
You'll regret crossing.
Levioso.
Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Accio. Incendio.
It's your life.
Cool. Who are you?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ashwan the Duelist.
Stop right there, Tiger. We can hold them off.
Stupid. I'm not going anywhere with you. Incendio.
Oh wait, there's more guys over there.
Child.
Tell Rookwood to find me in cell.
Release me.
Incendio.
That guy's dead as hell. All right, lady.
What on earth
We
just
stopped all
happened?
those guys.
I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Oh my god, this school looks amazing, man. Oh man. God, the castle looks awesome. Whew, I love this game. All right. What do you want, stranger?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Nora
Historian
Treadwell.
and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin
It's
attended
crazy to
Hogwarts,
think that
you know, and I'm
Merlin
studying some
is like a
curious
real
fixtures
person
he
in this
left here
world.
centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond
Trying
of
to get
puzzles
them to
and
be better.
enigmas.
That's funny.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if?
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors?
Let's do it.
We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Let's solve the Merlin trials.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
I'm assuming, yeah, it's this one.
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I don't have any, so
I
that
have the
works
mallow
good.
sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
Yep,
Each
I do.
trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
All right, mallow sweet. Oh dear God.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Yeah, the vines are gone.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these piles.
Incendio.
Obvious. Are you kidding me with this? Wasn't close enough.
Well, it's fierce.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Yeah. I think this looks really cool. After you complete it, it does this.
Fierce.
That's
How
amazing.
Beautiful.
I love it. He's in the middle of it.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Man, I'm Merlin. All right, Nora.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
Like what?
How does it work?
Okay.
I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet.
That
which
makes
you can
sense.
find in Hogsmeade, should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nora,
And
it's
do be
it's
careful
dark
up
as
here.
hell out
Now
here. Where
I've
you
got
gonna
what I
go?
needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yeah, level 9. Oh, I just got a new quest. Let's see what that is. Quests. Professor Fig about the map chamber. Oh, okay. So. Oh, that's so weird. Maybe I need to wait for it to give me some more.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you.
Hey.
Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
That's weird. All right, let's do that. Prisoner of Love. Let's locate that on the map, because running back all the way to the common room would be a little tedious. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, no, I just want to go there. I don't want to mark it. I do think that, like, if you're ever at the point where you don't feel like you really, or if you're ever at the point where you just want to run around and explore, it's definitely worth doing. There's a lot to notice and love in the game. But right now, just for the playthrough's purpose, I feel like just trying to get things
If
done.
only you'd stop to speak with me.
I'll stop and talk to you.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service.
Really? He's the founder
I
of
believe you
Orders.
can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book
What
you
the
found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear
That
you are up to the
sounded so
challenge.
dark.
Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Yeah.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
Hell yeah.
I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Prisoner of Love. Oh my god, that is so far away. Oh, okay, so maybe... Oh, no. Oh yeah, okay, so we got a Hogsmeade map. So I could travel here, and it'll bring me a hell of a lot closer to run the rest of the way. I do, like, if I had to critique this game...
It seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I feel like adjusting the difficulty in this game really just makes you do less damage to things when you're fighting them. So it's like kind of... Let me jump over. It's kind of like... What the hell? I'm ignoring directions. It's sort... Okay, there you go. Now it redirected. It doesn't... It's like artificial difficulty. It doesn't actually make the game any harder, per se. It makes it take longer, if that makes any sense. Because the fighting is... The combat stays the same. So I wish that, like, say you upgraded the difficulty, maybe some of the things you fight get a new ability or a new move or something, you know? They're not just more durable and do more damage, I guess. Come on, you can run up this little hill. And it's raining. It definitely much less laggy. What? Get out
I
of
know
here.
what that means.
Get out of
Learning
here, you
trial.
spiders.
Protego! Stupid time.
See what I mean? I didn't even see that thing. But oh, I think it's definitely the better call to remove the ray tracing and just increase the textures and all that stuff. We got ourselves a nice little
This must be the place
Hogsfield
Minister
Flue
Diggory mentioned.
Flames.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Also must
I
be in
reckon
this
Rookwood's
building. Let me in.
Here you
Oh
are.
gosh.
I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
All right. Helen
Madam
Thistlewood.
I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well.
Aura.
I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban.
Ugh.
It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds
And
terrible.
just a confession like
I'm
that
not sure how I can
got
help.
her sent to
Anne's
Azkaban.
alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl.
Very
she swears she
strange.
never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I
That
don't
seems like
understand.
A
What can I
crazy
do to help?
misuse of
I
justice.
believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust. and she trusts no one.
Okay.
If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Ah. Yeah,
I've
anything to go
always
see
wanted to see
Azkaban.
Azkaban. Count me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted
Okay,
ministers,
cool.
professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together.
All right.
Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
I certainly hope not. I would
Take
hate to
care,
arrive there in
and
half.
tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but
Whoa.
a moment.
The cutscene is like shaking. Oh my god. This is the main reason why I chose to be a Hufflepuff in this playthrough, is because I knew that they could go to Azkaban, and I really wanted to see it. There's rumor of DLC that will let everyone go to Azkaban. Oh my god.
Expecto Patronum!
It's a rabbit? They probably call it a hare. But I
ought
want
to keep
that
them at bay
spell.
for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
All
the
right.
Dementors won't harm us now.
Oh my god, this looks so cool.
Be careful.
I never thought I'd
All
see
right.
the inside of Azkaban
Well,
for myself.
I think that this is a good of place of any to end this episode off. Like I said, this is going to be a quick one, but that does leave some exciting stuff for us in the next episode. So if you want to be a part of that and see Azkaban for yourself in this game, feel free to subscribe and to come back to see that. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.